and let us see whether or not history can be made to go onto that list of winners. A driver from Macau, Felipe de Sousa, won yesterday's race. Can he win today's race as well? There behind him is Lo Se-ho, and it is going to be Andy Yan in third, Ran Wong fourth as they head towards our bend.
Yeah, so the cream does really rise to the top. You predicted a couple of great runs through the field for Lo Se-ho and Andy Yan, and you've got what you asked for because they're in second and third places respectively. The Lamborghini pulls off. We are racing again at Macau.
So Felipe de Sousa leads, 1 lap to go, 3 for the lead. And the Audi instantly covers off the inside line. The Hyundai, Lo Se-ho, thinks about the outside down towards the left at Reservoir Bend. Can't do it there, but he's got the speed and he's got a toe now coming down towards Mandarin. But de Sousa, look, with his circuit knowledge, covers off the inside line. The Hyundai tries the outside and Andy Yan gets a toe as well. So he pulls away from Ran Wong and he's right there on the back of the Hyundai, which now gets sideways and he's off in the barriers in spectacular fashion. Lo Se-ho's car is destroyed. He's hit again by Ran Wong, who had nowhere to go. He's hit again by other traffic. The road is virtually blocked. And on the last lap of the race, the red flag comes out. Andy Yan had got the race lead coming into Lisboa, but it will go back a lap and Felipe de Sousa will take the win. And in the barriers, Lo Se-ho, did he get a tap from behind? In a way, it doesn't matter because the outcome is a smashed car and a win for Felipe de Sousa.
A very destroyed car. Yeah, that really is a sad sight to see. Let's have a look at it again. Well, impossible to say from here, but the absorption of the energy and the disintegration of the car is a sad sight to see, isn't it? And then there's another hit, an unavoidable hit coming for the car.
Yeah, Ran Wong saw it all ahead of him, but just didn't know which way to go, I think.
There was nowhere to go, was there?
Just piled in.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the last lap shootout we wanted, I'm afraid to say. And Lo Se-ho, the unfortunate victim in all of that. And it is very hard to know whether Andy Yan tagged him or not. If he didn't, it was very close, but that's not to make him the guilty party.
Okay, well, to look at the front of the car,
it's okay.
It looks okay. Yeah, so maybe not. They're carrying a huge amount of speed in there. It's on potentially cold tyres. It's or cooler tyres. But that is the net result of what we have just seen on the restart. Really sad to see so many cars stricken out on the circuit.
The race, of course, will not be resumed. That's the end. That's the result. So Felipe de Sousa wins from Lo Se-ho and Andy Yan in third place. But it is going to be quite some time before the road is clear for the next race. There will be a podium, but whether it's going to have 3 drivers on it will remain to be seen, because Lo Se-ho will have to go to the medical centre for a checkup after that hit, and there'll be some discussion, no doubt, about what went on as well.
Yeah, for sure. And so, yeah, therefore it's slightly difficult to work out who we are going to see on a podium.
I wouldn't be surprised if the podium were completely abandoned, actually,
yeah,
because
I think you might be right.
Lo Se-ho had to go and see the race director anyway. Now, rather more concerned is to make sure he's okay.
Yes.
And the main focus is going to be to get the circuit clear with 2 more races still to come. Real shame. I know you've been saying, Alan, all weekend Macau can bite, and often the races are interrupted. But of course, at that part of the circuit, you know, elsewhere around the lap, there are accidents that, for want of a better word, can be clumsy. Somebody understeers into a barrier, blocks the road. They're relatively low speed. But there, very fast part of the circuit, and that was, as you've seen, a big hit.
It was, and the lights flash for Felipe de Sousa. Won the race yesterday and is going to be delighted. He's a Macau driver. He's at the Macau Grand Prix. His name is going to be on the list of winners for the Win Macau gear race here on home soil, and for that reason it's going to be a jubilation tinged with a little bit of disappointment, because that scene is not a scene that anyone is going to enjoy looking at. That's a very, very big accident down there. Andy Yan appears down in Parc Fermé.
And he'll be really frustrated. Sorry to interrupt you, but
yep.
you know, he just got the lead on that last lap, but it counts for nothing.
Yeah.
Go back to the previous
Yeah.
lap. So disappointment for Andy Yan.
Needs to disconnect. There we go.
He can't hear you.
No, I know, but
Just because he's plugged in doesn't mean he's listening to you.
Once the sound engineer, always the sound engineer. I can't help myself. So I'm feeling sorry for the cable more than anything.
Right. Okay.
It's not good for it.
First world problems. Right, there's Felipe de Sousa. He'll be absolutely beside himself. Great effort to hang on in there. So the scrutineers are able to assist. And we don't have, of course, the second place car. There's not much of it left.
But you can't stop a celebration for a local driver that is about to write his name into the history of the Macau Grand Prix. And celebration Brilliant. Comes in Parc Fermé. Go on. It's expensive.
Exactly.
Really expensive to get on the roof of a car. And I think quite a few touring car drivers have realised that over the years. Not only that, it's not easy to get down off the roof once you're there.
Not with any grace.
No.
No.
The best manoeuvre is a slide down the windscreen.
Yeah, I think
that's
you're right.
Always the way.
So drivers going to the medical centre just to be checked. Drivers here going to the scales to be weighed, which is all part of the process. The car has a weight, the driver has a weight, and the combination has to be at a given minimum.
Probably Felipe de Sousa is getting an update as to what exactly happened on that last lap. Off comes the hands device. But for a Macau driver to be on the top step of the podium at the home race, well, that's something special. And I think the face rather says it all, doesn't it? Getting congratulated in Parc Fermé.
Yes, we've seen him race in the Grand Prix in the past, but mainly in the touring car races. He had 3 seasons in the Formula 3 race, raced, as I was saying earlier on, in TCR, both in Asia and in one-offs in Europe. And explanations about what's gone on out on the circuit.
Yeah, plenty of stories to be told from different perspectives. Drivers will have quite a